Hi, Aries. Excuse me. I don't even know what happened to my voice there. That was weird. So I'm having like really strange technology issues. The video isn't lining up with the audio. So, and it's weird because I think it might actually be my computer because I've bought or returned my camera a couple of times now. So if that happened, I do apologize. You guys are really waiting for Libra season. You're like, can we just be done with Virgo season already? Just a couple more days. And then we have the Queen of Swords. You could also be dealing with a Libra or any other air sign. This could be you just not dealing with anybody's BS anymore. And like possibly a King of Cups, not dealing with their BS anymore. The King of Cups is somebody who can have emotional maturity, could be a Cancer. Could be somebody coming in pretty quickly too. The Chariot just flew out. So Aries. I feel like you're looking for, I mean, there are two cards here of balance because the Chariot is balance also. It is divine timing, but it's all about the yin and the yang, the black and the white horse, balancing things out. And it's like needed. I'm feeling this very need to balance some stuff out in your life. Like, are you getting kind of emotional about things? It's weird. It's like part of you really wants to be strict and like, you know, this is how this is going to go and I'm not going to get too emotionally involved. And the other part of you is intuitively feeling this need to push forward, move forward. That King of Cups could be a Pisces also. And then we have a Queen of Pentacles. So, a lot of people are involved in these decisions that you're making right now. I kind of want to say, take your own advice instead of somebody else's right now. You can trust yourself more than anyone else at this point. The Justice card. Let's clarify these and then we'll look at the bottom of the deck. What is the Justice card? If you're kind of up in your head, if a Libra's got you up in your head with the Eight of Swords, I don't feel like you're really saying how you really feel. That's what this is. That's exactly what I was feeling. Because there's this like, you want to have this emotional maturity about you, but there's really something that you want to say and you're not saying it. Like the High Priestess, you're keeping really, really quiet. And it's not like out of malice or anything like that. I think that you're not really sure yet. With the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is like that unsurety. It's an imprisonment of your own mind. So let's see what you're being strict about. Because the Queen of Swords can cut someone off pretty quickly, but she's extremely intelligent. So, yeah, you guys are kind of keeping quiet. Oh, it's almost like you're making plans. Some of you might be wanting to get divorced. Or there's some kind of legal stuff going on for you. But this could be any other air sign too. But I feel like you're kind of pulling back. And not really, because the Queen of Swords will only say things when absolutely necessary, when she needs to, when she feels like she needs to. It's not an impulsive, like the King of Swords can be kind of impulsive, right? Or the Knight of Swords even. But the Queen of Swords is kind of cool, almost cold. And it's not that you guys are being cold. It's that you're not sharing your plans. You're not sharing the things that you're wanting to do with the Four of Swords and the Eight, because you're not quite sure exactly how they're going to go yet. So let's see. King of Cups. You could have somebody in your life, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or just somebody who's really emotional that doesn't show a lot of emotions, but you know that they have them. King of Cups. Sorry about the noises. One of these days, I'll be out of this place and in a new place. Won't be so loud. Yeah, and there's like this blockage. Either this blockage is you blocking this person, or this person is blocking you out of their life with the Seven of Wands. But there is definitely a defensive tactic that's happening here. Whether you're being defensive or somebody else is being defensive towards you. Somebody is holding back. And it's because of the unsurety of the situation and exactly like where you want to go and what you want to do, which is fine. But my only concern here is being in the Eight of Swords. Like if you're going to hold back from somebody because you're unsure about something, don't put yourself in such a state of unrest about it, right? Whether that's you or the other person, somebody is really like up in their head, not sleeping very well, thinking too much about a person or a situation, because it's almost like you want to act, you want to move forward, you want to do things, you want to like jump right in and go ahead, but the unsurety is just too much for you. And it could be that they're kind of keeping quiet or you're keeping quiet, but for some reason, so the Chariot, Ace of Swords. Yeah, somebody needs to communicate. I feel like somebody just needs to open up and be like, listen, Aries. Listen, Aries. Somebody just needs to open up and say what you really mean. Say how you really feel. Because life is too short. I kind of feel like this might be a channeled message for one or just a small group of you. I feel like if you don't open up, if somebody doesn't open up and say something, or because you could even be the King of Cups, where you're very emotional and you're just not showing that. But if somebody doesn't open up and move forward and say something, you might regret it later. Life is too short. You gotta, I mean, like my t-shirt, karma, what goes around comes around. And I feel like if you were to not just sit back and wait, right? Yeah, Two of Swords. There's a lot of swords action in this reading, Aries. You guys are all up in your heads, or somebody's all up in their heads. Two of Swords on the High Priestess. So somebody is keeping quiet. Somebody is not talking. This is like a stalemate. Like you guys have stopped moving forward, or you have stopped moving forward because of the unsurety. And the thing is the longer you wait to say something, the more uncomfortable it's going to be to say. And maybe it's not even that big of a deal. Maybe you're making more of a deal out of it than it really is. And it could be to an air sign, an earth sign, a water sign. It looks like the reason why somebody isn't opening up is because of some kind of disappointment with an earth sign. And it's like, I don't want that to happen again. I kind of feel like this earth sign might have been either a past person or a person that's still in your life somewhere. But it was a really, really disappointing way of doing things, or the way things turned out. It was really, really disappointing. So that's why the silence is happening. I feel like it could possibly be easier to open up towards the last week in September or October, beginning of October. Eight of Wands, the Sun, the Moon could be around your full moon. That's really going to be a lot of time of action. Your full moon is going to be It's going to just be a blessing for everyone. I remember the intentions that I set with the new moon back during your season, and now having the full moon, like that whole cycle completing, it's like now I can like actually see what it was that completed through all of this, which is really cool. But so we have the moon, and then the 7 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, and the 6 of Cups. So you're definitely fighting or internally battling something from the past. Could be a past person. But more than anything, I think movement is going to happen when the sun shifts into Libra. I think things are going to be much faster. That's on the 22nd. So just a couple of days away. Today's the 19th. And even if you can't see it happening, the abundance is coming in. I feel like some of you might be a little bit worried about money, or am I going to be able to make it on my own? Which could also be a channel message for just a small group of you. Am I going to be able to make it on my own? I think that some people might be a little bit worried about whether they're going to be able to make it on their own. And I think that the disappointment that you have is keeping you from opening up to other people or other situations. Because I feel like you could, I feel like a lot of you have just kind of shut off and shut down in order to kind of keep your balance, regain your balance. Because the conflict from the past is very real. And with the Death card, you want that to end. You're tired. The 4 of Cups, you're so tired, right? And once this actually ends and you can move past it, that's when all the gifts start showing up. Ace of Pentacles and the Star, and they come in really fast, like the Knight of Swords. And there you are. Thank you for showing up to your reading finally, Queen of Wands. But whatever this disappointment is from the past that you're like not dealing, you're like, I'm not dealing anymore. I'm tired of the conflict from the past. I don't want it to come back anymore. Once that is resolved and you move past it and it's like transitioned, dead, buried, whatever, that's when the abundance starts to come in. So really it's up to you, Aries, which is always the way you should look at these readings. I can't give you the magic answers. I can tell you what the forecast energy is. And then you take that and you mold it in the way that you need it to go in your life, right? Because I can tell you where the energy is. I can tell you what is possible and what's not possible. You could take 2 different routes. You can end the disappointment from the past, let people go that you need to let people go. Because if you're really disappointed in somebody or something, you aren't going to be able to move forward. And there are a lot of gifts coming in, a lot of stability and healing with the Star and the Ace of Pentacles in October. And it's yours, right? You can like rush in, get it, because you've been waiting for this abundance for some time. I have to sneeze. I hate when I have to sneeze like in the middle of a video because they're so loud. All right, guys, the soulmate readings for September are still available. I'm going to have the October readings done before October. Yay! If you would like to purchase those are in the description box below this video. There are 2 different ways you can get it, on Vimeo, or you can go to my website and order it there. Also, I am scheduling readings for the 1st and 2nd week in October. fearlessintuition.net. And I love you guys so much. Have a really, really wonderful rest of September, and I will see you guys for October readings. Bye.